for the third time lucky. Let's see what happens now. But we're going to be chatting about Lost Boys from 1987, and I cannot wait. It's one of my favourite films, and I can't believe we haven't chatted about it on Movie Club before. So it's a long time coming. Right, let me add everybody in. Trying again. I've changed my... And now I'm like sweating. Whew, whew. Right, just add everyone in. Josh! Oh,
Hello.
what a surprise! You're in a yellow wig,
yeah.
a blonde wig, even yellow.
There's nothing synthetic about this, Chelley.
It's all natural.
It's all Josh. All the time.
Oh, you look so cool.
This is what David looks like in the morning when he hasn't had his hair done. This is it.
Sexy.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Right, let me add in everyone else. Brian. Hopefully it will work this time. If it doesn't, we'll just have to go with not seeing me. I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
But you've got all your amazing questions. We have to do it.
Right. Oh, I don't know who I've added in.
Oh, no.
I can't say.
Everyone's welcome.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah,
Come on board. Right, let me
and we could see Emma for once.
Yeah!
Typical.
And Emma could see all of us.
Yeah, that never happens.
Oh, why isn't it? There must be a gremlin in the system today.
There's a vampire in the wires.
Yeah. Right, let me try Brian. I tried Emma. Sharon says, Josh, you have a look of Bowie tonight. Yeah.
This is my labyrinth wig, by the way.
Oh dear. Right, thank God. Oh, accept. Let me have just...
I think you scared everyone off, Chelley.
I know, it's my vampire look.
Yeah.
Like...
Everyone's gone back to their coffin for a little sleep.
There must be gremlins in the system.
I know.
That's the only thing I can think of. Oh dear. Let me try it.
No.
Emma.
Shall I read out the synopsis on my DVD?
Yeah.
All right. Sam and his older brother Michael are all-American teens with all-American interests. But after they move with their mother to peaceful Santa Carla, California, things mysteriously begin to change. Michael's not himself lately, and Mom's not going to like what he's turning into. The Lost Boys reshapes vampire tradition. We're here. No, not yet. Mixing heart-pounding terror, rib-tickling laughs, and a body-gyrating rock soundtrack.
Oh!
Under Joel Schumacher's direction, a marvelous cast stakes you to gleefully ghoulish entertainment.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's one of those old flip cases as well.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, yeah. Remember those?
I know. They're quite annoying. Like, at the time, they were quite annoying, but now I've got like a little fondness.
Yeah. It keeps telling me Brian can't join, but Brian, you're definitely on an iPad or a phone and not laptop, right? Because it won't work off a laptop if you...
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Hey. Joshie! I'm Joshie! Brian here! My brain's fried. I'm like, oh!
It's the weather, Chelley. It's the weather.
Yeah.
I was just quietly gyrating, waiting to join.
Oh, we missed it! I hope you got that baby oil.
I still believe in you, Brian.
Oh, we're here. It must be the heat here in the UK. It's just frying everything.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'll try again. Hopefully, if I disappear this time, we'll just go with it. As long as you can hear me, that's the main thing, really, isn't it? Although, yeah, might not be. But anyway. So, as always, we have the brilliant Josh and the brilliant Emma, my movie club co-host, joining us tonight. And our very special guest is Brian McAuley, author of these amazing books. And one I always butcher the name on, Breathe In, Bleed Out. I got it right this time. Too close to that song name.
Yeah.
So Brian is no stranger to our little movie club. We've chatted Idle Hands, The Shining, Killer Clowns earlier this year. So it's always a pleasure to have you, Brian. Always a pleasure.
So much fun. Thank you. It's 10 a.m. here in Phoenix, and it's gonna be a million degrees, but I'm happy to be here.
We're just coming
We
out
feel
the
your
other side
pain.
of a heat wave. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Solidarity.
And Brian's new book comes out next year, which is Fairly Bad Ways to Die, and I just cannot wait for it.
Thank you.
Tell us a little
Yes.
bit, Brian. Tell us a little bit.
It is a murder mystery slasher set at a Renaissance fair here in Arizona, and I just seen the cover that they've decided on, and I can't wait to share it soon because it's gorgeous.
Oh, I can't wait
Exciting.
for that. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Oh, next year can't come soon enough.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see the cover before next year, won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. So today we wanted to celebrate the US release of Josh's new book. So if you don't know Josh Winning, sorry. Only
Both
call
of you.
him Joshua when he's in trouble.
I'm always in trouble, Chelley.
I was going to say that. When is he not in trouble?
Josh is not only a brilliant friend, an awesome person, but is a fantastic author of all these books. And Be Still My Unbeaten Heart has been released. Oh, I've got a little thing on my phone. So it was released in the UK, no, in the US and Canada. We have to wait in the UK for it till September, which will be here soon enough. But we wanted to celebrate Josh.
1 month tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
Ooh.
1 month
17th of
tomorrow.
September, yeah.
Can't wait. But yeah, we wanted to celebrate Josh and his new book release, so we thought we'd do Lost Boys. Josh picked the film. So just quickly tell us a little bit about Be Still My Unbeaten Heart, Josh, because I've seen it everywhere. Like it's so popular everywhere, all over social media, and you deserve it.
Oh, thanks. It's my queer, cozy mystery with a vampire and a talking cat. It's sort of like Agatha Christie meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer, basically.
Yeah.
So it's just like a fun old
Sold.
romp. It's like a summer romp through a small town in Italy where there's a murder on the loose and everyone thinks the vampire done it. And he tries to prove that he is not the killer, while also trying not to fall for the charms of a grumpy local inspector.
Yeah. Ooh la
Love that.
Yeah, a little bit
Love
of
it.
spice in there.
Oh, I love it. Oh, I cannot wait. So if you're in the US or Canada, you can get that now. I suggest just go and get it. You won't regret it.
Oh.
And then if you're in the UK, a month from today, we'll be able to have our little mitts on it. And I can't wait. And I just saw Matthew said the cover is gorgeous. I'm on the second chapter. Loving that it's in Liguria. Thank you, Josh. I love that region. Great late summer read. Oh, brilliant. And Narissa says the cover is awesome, Josh. Who is the cover artist, Josh?
Andrew Zaragoza. He's amazing.
So good.
Does all sorts of like graphic artists. That's just freaking amazing. So
and Josh, are the covers remaining the same? So we've got the same artist for the UK and US.
Nice.
Thank
Exactly
goodness.
the same. Figuratively.
Larissa told me to stop saying baby oil.
That's fair.
Banned again.
And Sharon says, I'm in for the talking cat. Yeah. And Matthew says, a local swarthy inspector, very meaty looking.
I did say, can you make his biceps a bit bigger on the cover?
Well done, Josh.
You were going for the saxophone player look from Lost Boys. Yeah, exactly. You know what we all want, Josh, especially me. So we thought we'd celebrate and chat the Lost Boys, which I can't believe we haven't done yet. And we thought we'd all come down in our glasses, and I might have to take them off because I'm still.
That's very 80s of you.
Let's leave them on. It's because I'm so sweaty. Anyway, see ya. What am I going to look like by the end? So The Lost Boys is a 1987 American vampire horror comedy. So there's a little bit of comedy in it, yeah. And it was directed by Joel Schumacher. And written by Jeffrey Boehm, Janice Fisher, and James Jeremias. The title is reference to the Peter Pan and Neverland characters, the Lost Boys, who, like vampires, never grow up. And it follows two teenage brothers who move with their divorced mother to the fictional California town of Santa Carla, like my t-shirt, which they discover is a haven for vampires. And The Lost Boys was released on 31st of July 1987, and it was a critical and commercial success, grossing about $32.5 million and on a budget of $8.5 million. So it's way sold out. And it's been described as a cult classic. And this was Corey Haim and Corey Feldman's first film together, which marked the start of their popular 1980s trend, the two Coreys, in which Feldman and Haim starred. I think it was about 9 films in total they did together in the end. And I love the fact that every year the landmark of Santa Cruz Beach, they do like a film screening in the park for free, and they tell people like, bring all your snacks and your deck chairs, you know, and then they watch it at night. And I'd love to do that, so I think that's on my bucket list now. Sounds like pretty good. Yeah.
How far are you, Brian, from Santa Cruz?
Yeah.
That I'm like 6 hours from Los Angeles, so Santa Cruz is probably a bit of a hike, but I definitely went there on a road trip through there once when I lived in LA. And it's
wow, I'd love to go.
Cool.
It's definitely on the bucket list.
Yeah, it's a very special vibe there for sure.
Oh, love it. So I'm pretty sure that we've all seen Lost Boys before. We're all fans of Lost Boys. So what are your memories of first watching it, and what made you fall in love with the film, Josh?
I think I came to this late because I kind of only discovered it after Buffy had started on TV. So it was maybe like season 2 of Buffy. I kept hearing on the internet about the Lost Boys. And I was like, what the hell is this thing? And I think I eventually watched it like on TV, Sky Movies or something. And I didn't really get it the first time. I think because it's like in the 90s, the 80s was so not cool.
Yeah.
And going into like such a film that's drenched in the 80s back then, it felt really weird and like dated and not cool at all. Like I found the vampires hilarious and like cringy. So it took me a while before, you know, the 80s rolled around again and the 80s were cool again. I was like, oh, actually, this is awesome. I love this film now.
Oh, I love that. I love that you discovered it a bit later as well.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. How about you, Emma? When did you first watch it?
I think I was about 11, so we would have been, on the cusp of the 90s. Yeah, 90s as well when I watched it. But I thought it was brilliant. I was always watching things I shouldn't watch though, so I was like, oh yeah, another thing I shouldn't watch. And, yeah. And I remember I was sitting there watching it in my living room, and I've got like the vision in South East London in my living room watching it. And my auntie came in, my auntie Caroline, and she went, what are you watching? I said, vampires. And she sat down next to me, and the guy with the saxophone was on. And then she went, oh, this is good, isn't it?
Oh, I bet. Oh, kinky.
And it just got that lodged in my memory. And I went, yeah, for two completely different reasons to me. Obviously, than her.
Oh, I love that so much.
A fond memory.
Oh, that's so nice. How about you, Brian?
It's so funny because Josh, your experience was almost identical to mine, which is that I grew up on Buffy and Blade and was like obsessed with vampires through those movies and TV shows. And I think the first time I saw Lost Boys was like a chopped up TV edit on like TBS or something, and it just didn't resonate. And so for years I was like, well, maybe I missed the boat. I saw it at the wrong age. I understand people's affinity for it, but literally have not revisited it. It was like my quiet secret of like, I'll let people love it, but it just wasn't my vampire movie. I watched it this morning for this with my girlfriend, and we
Yeah.
both were like, this movie fucking rules. And I swear, some of the stuff I was seeing, especially like the crazy practical effects in the climax, I was like, I don't think I ever saw the full movie properly.
Mm.
And it
Oh,
just, yeah, I think I just had seen a very chopped up TV version or something, because it hit big time for me today, and I was like, okay, good. I'm
Oh.
glad I can finally
Yeah.
get on the love train for this one. Yeah,
Oh, I'm so
oh,
pleased.
that's
Oh, that's
cool.
amazing. Yeah.
yeah.
I can't fully remember when I first watched it. I just know me and my brother must have watched it at some point. I don't actually think influenced by my nan for a change, so we must have just picked it up somewhere
Yeah.
along the line. But it must have had an influence on me because I've always, ever since I saw it, I've always loved it, and that's why when I had my son, I called him Corey because of the two
Ah,
Corys,
Oh
Lost
my
Boys.
God.
Yeah, yeah. So it had such an impact on me that I was like, because I was really obsessed with Corey Haim and Corey Feldman when I was younger. So yeah, so it kind of played into why I called my son Corey a little bit. So yeah,
that's
so
so
Lost
cute.
Boys is to blame, yeah.
That's amazing.
Ah.
But I always remember just watching it, and because I wasn't really into like vampires and stuff too much when I was younger. But this just, yeah, for some reason it captured my attention. Rewatching it, I now know why. Sexy vampires.
Cool. Does that make you Diane Reist or Reist, how do you say it? The mum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll
love her.
take
Yeah.
it.
So good.
Do you know what? With her though, it's like she's just. I've watched a few older films lately, and she's just in them, and I'm like, she was actually like the mum we all saw growing up in like most of these
Yeah,
Yeah.
films because
Yep.
she's in so many of them, and I didn't realise quite how many and how
Yeah.
she's
how
really
she's
good.
always there. Yeah, in the films, amazing.
What's the film that she did with Whoopi Goldberg, the Christmas one? It's like maybe it's a TV movie. I love it, but it's Whoopi Goldberg
Oh.
basically dresses up as like an old
Oh,
white man, and Diane Reist is like her assistant, and they basically like take down the man together. It's so good.
Oh
What?
gosh, well, I haven't
wow,
seen that, but
that's
I know
I'm
I've
gonna have to
heard of
look
it.
that up.
It's like
That
the
sounds so
accountant or the
good.
assistant or something. It's got a very generic title, but
That's
it's
wild.
amazing. I recommend it.
Oh, gonna have to have a look at that, definitely.
Yeah.
Um, Speedway Chick said my discovery of the Lost Boys came from my brother singing "Cry Little Sister" to me. So good, so
I
good.
think that was
It's
one of the reasons the film, when I was younger, kind of irritated me because they used that song like 4 times in the
Yeah,
film.
they do use it a
And I
lot.
remember just being a bit like, come on, like you must have more songs on this one.
Yeah, it's rare to see a movie that uses a theme song that's like an actual song, not like, the Jaws theme, which
Mm,
is the score, but rather like, no, this is a song and we're going to keep revisiting it and like make
Yeah.
it associated with the entire thing. And now
yeah,
it slaps. That song is so good.
so good,
Yeah.
so good.
So good. Yeah.
Um,
Actually, that was my second album that I got on cassette, on tape.
oh,
My
was
Mm.
brother
it?
bought it for me. Yeah, he bought it.
Oh,
It's the only thing I
Oh,
think he's ever bought me when he was a child, And I told him what I wanted for Christmas, and I said I'd like the Lost Boys album, and he was like, okay. And then he presented me with this present, which was shoebox shaped, and I didn't know it was a shoebox. I just thought, what the hell is this? This is not a cassette. And I was like, okay. And I sort of took it off. I'm really disappointed. I opened it up, and I was like, what was he doing? Didn't get it for me with it, and it was inside. He
oh,
was
he was being
Oh,
good
creative.
brother.
love
Oh,
it.
yeah, just wanted
I
to
love
freak me out a little bit. Like, didn't get that for you. But yeah, very excited to
Oh, that's
put that
so
on. That got
good.
played a lot.
Oh yeah, that soundtrack has
Yeah,
legs. You can
yeah.
put it on over and over again.
Oh, so good, so
Yeah.
good. Rissa said saw it probably around the same time as Josh and Brian and immediately loved it. Sister always introduced me to the best stuff. Yeah, that's it. Matthew said I was
Good
hooked from the
sister.
first time I watched it in 1988 when I rented it and watched it for
Oh,
Halloween night for the first year. After I'd aged out of trick or treating. Oh, yeah, so good.
oh, that's
Sharon,
brilliant.
Sharon said, I saw it the year it came out. I was 18 at the time and loved it. The humour and the soundtrack did it for me. Yeah. Matthew said, my eyesight is going, so I got a gigantic television out of necessity, and I brought this on Blu-ray on a 65-inch television. It's absolutely amazing, like seeing it for the first time again. Oh, that's brilliant. Kirsty said, I definitely saw it before Buffy. Sorry, Emma.
I have it on in 4K, and it's absolutely incredible in 4K. This is the special edition that I opened up on TikTok as an unboxing, and everybody in the comments was going, "No, don't open it up! So I want to look at it." Like they were like, "You mustn't open it," but I did. I upset everybody because it's got like a comic book inside, so you've got all these stills from the film and stuff in there. And it's got, let me see if I can show you this, a poster. So you get the poster of what Josh's cover was that he was showing us earlier.
Yeah,
and then you got a double-sided.
Nice.
And then you get also the cards. So all the vampires are in red, like that. And then she's in purple because obviously she's only half, and so is Michael.
Yeah.
And then the rest are in blue.
Oh,
isn't that cool?
Wow, that's so cool.
Love that.
Yeah.
So you had to open it.
Yeah, my husband got it. He was lucky because they were sold out in like seconds. So
I can imagine.
Yeah. I never do things like that, but he was like, "Ooh, that looks good." Didn't know what he was buying. Went pink. And I was like, "Do you know what this is?"
I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll have to find your unboxing. I'll have a little look at that.
Yeah, look at the comments.
Yeah, I'll have a little look. Melania said I was in my. I think I like that cover a little bit better than the original. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Melania said I was in my late teens. When she first saw it, it was when I discovered glammy rock music. The Lost Boys just encompassed the whole vibe. So true. Matthew said Diane. Is it Diane West? I always say Wiest. Diane Wiest is an absolute treasure. A joy to watching everything she does. Horror, comedy, drama. Yeah, she's so brilliant. Yeah. Oh, and Sharon's got. Matthew have got the soundtrack still on cassette, and Sharon's got it on vinyl, I think, as well.
Wow.
So cool. So when asked why he did the film, director Joel Schumacher, I keep thinking am I saying it right, simply said, vampires are hot. They're the only erotic monsters. Frankenstein is not hot. So what do you think the film gets? Yeah, I mean, I'm not fussy. But what do you think the film gets right about vampires? What does it get right, Emma?
Well, I think it's great because it's got all the typical lore that you would expect. So sunlight, stake through the heart, holy water, all that typical thing. But it also has kind of new lore in it, if you like, where Michael's sort of, when he has the thirst, you see him like really struggling with it when he's going up towards his brother and battling with that. And then when he's learning to fly, you never really see how they learn to fly. And he's sort of floating up in his bedroom and hitting the ceiling. And it's a bit like a play on, getting through puberty, I felt. I don't know if anyone else thought that, but like you're learning new things as you're going through this change. And I felt it was good for like a teenage movie. So I think that's what it gets right. I don't think it gets many things wrong. Did you ask that question as well, Chelley? I can't remember.
I think a bit further into the questions on, like, is there anything that hasn't aged well?
Okay. Well, I think that's the things that it gets right.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. How about you, Brian? What do you think it gets right about vampires?
I think, like the punk rock vibe, I feel like is like what stands out for me. Like, to me, this is the like eternal youth party, leather jackets, sunglasses, like this is that quintessential representation of vampirism. And I think that it leans into it real hard, and I think successfully so, and builds the whole world and story around that concept. So to me, that's what works best. And then also, as I mentioned, like that finale being so kind of like monster movie practical effects heavy, like once it shifts into like, oh, also they're monsters and we're gonna blow them up and it's gonna be real messy like that. I love that.
Yeah, so good, so
Yeah.
good. How about you, Josh? What do you think it gets right about vampires?
I agree with both what Emma and Brian said. Like
Yeah.
the traditional stuff, but then brought like screaming, kicking and screaming into the 80s is such a great idea. Um,
Mm,
and I do love the fact that like Joel Schumacher was a gay director, and you can feel the queerness
yeah.
in the portrayal of the vampires. Like they all seem quite sort of ambivalent sexuality wise.
Yeah.
Mm,
You know, you get the sense that maybe David is interested in Michael in like various different ways, not just
yeah.
as like a recruiter. He sort of wants to see. I think he's sort of hypnotized. They're hypnotized by each other, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's another bit that clearly it's like subtext. It doesn't really play into the plot of the film, and it does kind of
Mm,
try to no homo Michael quite hard with Star. But
yeah.
but I think that I think the queer subtext is so there for the taking.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so
I think it
fits in
is
with the
there for most
vampire lore.
vampire films. Do you not, Josh? I think it's
Yeah,
there
well,
for most vampire
Yeah.
Bowie
films.
did it.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, like, most
Yeah,
vampire films to me do come across that way, like with that kind of
yeah.
vibe. But yeah,
Open
definitely.
sexuality.
But
Yeah,
it
with
definitely
this
feels
one
like
pick that up.
they're all living in like Dracula was very feels like man like predator on women, whereas this feels like they're all living together in this big like polyamorous commune. It feels like the vibe.
Yeah.
Like there's no boundaries, there's no limits. They're all just like living their best lives together, and it doesn't feel like it
And they
doesn't feel
share a
as
Well,
heavy
like
coffin.
on
Like
Interview with
they didn't have to share a coffin
Interview
together.
with
They
the
could have had
Vampire was
separate
the
ones.
most.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you say, Josh?
Yeah.
Just the fact that they share a coffin as well. It's sort of they didn't have to be in the same place together. They could have been in separate
Yeah,
coffins, so
that's
to speak.
true.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And like you were saying, Emma, Interview with the Vampire,
Oh
that
yeah,
definitely
that's
came
you know,
Oh
had
yeah.
those vibes. Yeah, definitely.
100%. It
Mhm.
was that
Mm,
was right front and center, obvious.
yeah. Yeah, so obvious. Because I think I read as well, like there was I know Narissa posted earlier about there was in the closet of was it Sam, the young brother, Corey Haim's character.
Yeah.
There's like a poster of Rob Lowe in there, and like there's like
Yeah.
a little subtext of things there as well. But I kind of like that. I
And
was
he has
like,
that
yeah,
T-shirt that says "Born to Shop" on it, which obviously is quite
yeah,
a
Oh
stereotypically
yeah.
gay thing as
Love it.
well.
I love that t-shirt.
And I think I think I was talking to Kirsty, who's in the comments about this, but they've done a musical now of Lost Boys, and they do. Correct me if I'm wrong, Kirsty, but I think Kirsty said they do play into kind of that vibe as well, like more so in the
Oh,
musical, which yeah, I think is pretty
interesting.
cool. I'd like to
Mhm.
see the musical actually. I've heard some of the music
Yeah, me too.
from it, and it sounds quite good. So Santa Carla was obviously fictional, but the real town is Santa Cruz, as we mentioned earlier, and it had a generally dark history in the early 70s because there was a few murders that happened. Apparently, well, a few. There was quite a lot of murders that happened in the town, a couple of serial killers and things like that. So, do you think that the Lost Boys deliberately played on Santa Cruz's reputation when creating the idea of this murder capital of the world, Brian?
It definitely feels like it's playing on the era's like fear of youth, like not quite satanic panic, but like adjacent to that vibe of like the kids are all about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and they're dangerous,
Mm,
and we got to get them off our boardwalk. Like it feels like it's leaning into that for sure.
yeah, yeah. How about you, Emma? Do you think they played into that vibe?
I do. I think the opening credits is really good because obviously when we're going across the water at night, that's a different vibe. And, you know, we're being introduced to the one police officer that's trying to keep this all together. And you can imagine that in a seaside town, can't you? There's not really, there wouldn't be a huge police force presence, and they wouldn't care because seaside towns are usually quite impoverished. So they wouldn't care who's going missing there, really. You know, just leave that poor one guy doing it on his own. You know, you see that contrast when we go into the daytime and the family are travelling towards their new home, and you know, there's no legal jobs, people are sitting around with nothing to do, you know, things like that. So it's yeah, I think they probably did get a lot of inspiration from the seaside town, the real one.
Yeah. How about you, Josh? Do you think they played into that like murder capital of the world vibe for the town?
Totally. Well, it's really interesting watching how the set designers sprinkle the missing posters everywhere.
Yeah.
So even like quite an innocuous scene where Corey Haim is talking to the Frog Brothers in the shop, right next to him is this big missing poster.
Yeah.
So yeah, that does, and it just feels like the whole vibe of the town feels like there's hardly any daytime scenes. A lot of it is set at night. You don't really see what anyone's doing during the day. You kind of skip through the daytime a lot, go straight to the nighttime, and it's got this sort of whirligig, chaotic atmosphere to it where nothing is staying still for more than a second, and it's quite dizzying and disorientating, and you can feel how you would just get lost in this world if you didn't protect yourself.
Yeah.
This touches on a question I had that, at the risk of jumping to the very last line of the movie, but the whole like that's the thing about this town, all the damn vampires, right?
Yeah.
Is the implication there that everyone in town kind of knows, and it's this unspoken, like, is it just him who knows and it's his whole bit? Or as you're kind of pointing out, Josh, it feels like there's an energy where like people are staying in during the like. Is it more known and an unspoken thing? Because also like people going missing is one thing, but everybody's car doors and roofs being ripped off is like
extreme.
That's a bit extreme. Yeah.
But they are preying on the youth, the youth that are destructive. So they are killing a lot of young people. So maybe that's what they're just, you know, it's just the youth ripping their own cars. I don't know. They can rip the roof off.
Oh, they're at it again.
You know, it's them again. Those young people.
But that's interesting because the head vampire turns out to be like an older guy.
Yeah.
And so he's like
the
he's almost
kingpin.
the youth on each other. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Such a good twist.
Yeah. But I think there's quite a double meaning to that last line, like you were mentioning, Brian. It's like, yeah, are they all aware? They're all aware of what's going on. Or is it meant to imply, but now I've seen Emma's special DVD, I've talked myself out of it, but is it meant to imply that the grandpa maybe is a vampire himself or something like that? You just don't know. It's so open-ended.
I think grandpa is like Ed Gein. I think he's killing people for fun, you know? That lamp that one of the guys was holding that was like a skin stitched together lamp.
Yeah.
I think grandpa's doing some stuff that nobody knows about, I think.
It's like he's got his special shelf, hasn't he, in the fridge, like, don't touch the stuff. And like, obviously when he gets that bottle out, it looks very similar to the blood bottle.
Yeah.
But now I've seen Emma's DVD. Obviously, he's in like that blue colour, so I'm like, oh well, maybe
He is. Yeah,
maybe
I think he might be a slayer. I think he gets the roadkill. Is the vampires eating? Because when I'm going to say something nerdy now. When you're doing taxidermy, you can't take animals that have just been run over by a car because they're all mangled. You need them to be preserved properly. If they had 2 puncture wounds on them and they were just, although the young people are ripping people apart, but if they had just a couple of puncture wounds, you could save that animal and turn it into something, couldn't you, really? So he's doing that, but maybe he's slaying vampires and using their skin for his lamp. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's better than human skin. You can't
like that.
You can't taxidermy human because they all come out like that bad taxidermy. So you know, maybe vampires are better.
That sounded like it came from personal experience.
I was just gonna say. We'll all expect presents in the post.
Vampire skin presents. Your wish is my command.
Oh, maybe he was like Buffalo Bill before Buffalo Bill was a thing. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, do you think you could survive a week in Santa Carla, Brian?
oh, Brian,
I
can you?
absolutely not. I will, and if I had the opportunity, if I was brought into the fold by Kiefer Sutherland, I would have drank from that bottle for sure, because life there otherwise doesn't look very appealing. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, how about you, Emma? Do you think you'd survive?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I'd hope I would. I think I've survived a few natural disasters and Southeast London, so I think maybe maybe I
Yeah.
might. But
Yeah,
I
I
think I'd
think you
need some good
would.
friends around me. So
yeah,
if you guys were with me, I feel confident that we could survive for sure.
yes.
If I was with you, I'd feel confident I would survive, Emma. You'd save me.
I protect you.
Oh, how about you, Josh? Do you think you would survive a week?
You know the scene where Michael wakes up in bed and he's absolutely trashed and he's just like, oh, and it's like 2 in the afternoon. That's
Yeah.
me after any kind of socialization. Or
Oh,
if I go
Josh.
if I go anywhere near like a fairground, anywhere that's really loud, I've got a very low
Yeah.
threshold for noise. So I think
Yeah.
that if I lived there, the noise alone would kill me, let alone vampires.
Vampires are
Yeah, I'm a bit
secondary.
like that, Josh.
Too much, way too much.
Oh.
I could probably survive if I was like grandpa and I never went into town. If I stayed at home,
Yeah.
did my
Mm.
taxidermy, I'd be fine.
And you had a little horn that
Yeah.
went.
Yeah.
We all know I wouldn't survive, so there's no point in the answering. I'd just be too enamored by all the hot vampires that I'd just be like, yeah, give me that blood. And that'll be
We
it.
know how much you like
That's
blood.
it. Well, exactly, yeah. And like, with sexy hot vampires and saxophone men in baby oil,
Oh, I mean,
I'm
just
a
look at him.
goner.
It's ridiculous. Look at them.
So
Oh,
hot.
just
So hot.
insane.
They
I
are
did remember
adorable.
one other thing about the vampires I thought that they did really well in this film was the
Yeah.
fangs. The
Oh,
fangs are like
yeah.
really
Yes.
close to the front teeth. They're normally really
They're
far
Yeah.
like
back,
here.
but they were really close to the
Yeah.
front, which was really cool.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was cool.
Right
It's
there,
pretty
weren't they?
cool.
They're in there.
Yeah, exactly.
So talking about like the vampire look then, so apparently it was originally inspired by a faded photograph of a blonde tennis player that makeup artist Greg Cannom had kept for many years. So how do you think like that? That's a bit of an unusual inspiration to have that for so many years and then think, oh, I know what I can use. So how do you think that inspiration helped shape the distinctive look, like especially of like Kiefer Sutherland's character and what you see at the end and that whole, prosthetic, I can't say it, look. Josh?
I really want to see that photo. Like, what had
Yeah,
happened to it? Was it maybe the eyes had sort of got all bleached out or something?
yeah, it
Yeah.
must have looked a bit.
Yeah.
And why would you keep it for that? Well, yeah, why would you keep
People just
it?
keep that stuff, don't they?
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
It's
think I know
funny.
why.
Oh, gone.
Mm. Go on, Emma.
I think it might have been Andre Agassi. If anyone saw him on the tennis court, that'd be why he kept the picture. He was like the hot guy in tennis, wasn't he? So,
Yeah,
and he was
that's so
blonde, and
true.
yeah. So I know why he's
Um,
got that picture.
Emma sussed it.
I think that's got to be who it is, right? Because I can't think of any other tennis players that were wearing a picture
No,
of in your back
okay.
pocket. I'm not sure.
yeah,
John
totally hot.
McEnroe.
Oh.
Serious.
So did you like the rest of the look of the vampires and Josh? Like the teeth you've mentioned, like the way they did
Yeah.
the makeup and stuff. Was
Yeah,
that pretty
really
cool?
cool. They just look like a rock band, you
Yeah.
know? And I just feel like it was looking back, so the 70s and the early 80s, vampire movies had kind of become either spoofs like Blackula and stuff like that,
Mm.
or they were like serious arty films. And I feel like this is the
Mm.
one, like obviously we had Fright Night in 85, but even that was still very traditional, like a vampire next door. He's an older guy, he's a gentleman. And yeah, I just feel like this one brought it screaming into the modern age of the 80s in a way
Yeah.
that really did pave the way for things like Buffy, and it made vampires really cool in a way that I don't think they had been in a long time, or ever
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah, that's so true. Yeah. How
Whatever,
about
yeah.
you? Yeah. How about you, Brian? Did you like the look of the vampire and what they did
Yeah,
there?
it feels like this specifically the makeup effects like around the brow like felt like it set the stage, as Josh was saying, for the Buffy
Totally.
vampire design that has now
Mm,
become kind of an iconic look of like when somebody vamps out. Like, so yeah, I can't think. I mean, I'm sure there were cases before this, but for the most part, I feel like it was mostly the focus was on the fangs and maybe the eyes, like the coloration of the eyes, but that
yeah.
specific kind of scrunched brow that implies a little bit more monstrousness and demonic quality, I feel like was a real it set the stage in a big way for that look moving
Mm,
forward.
yeah, definitely. And how
And
about you?
their cave as well was
Oh, the cave was
totally
so
Yeah.
cool.
that totally inspired the Master's underground church in season 1 of Buffy.
Mm,
Like they just took
Oh
that
yeah.
yeah.
completely out of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yep. And also, the Buffy movie that preceded the TV show,
Oh, yeah.
Vampires on a Carousel was a
Oh
big image
yeah.
from the movie that I think came from this also.
Mm.
Totally. Yeah.
I couldn't have done that carousel scene. I would have got motion sickness. I would have been like, give me a second.
Yeah.
It's so effective though, really effective. How about you, Emma? Did you like the way that they looked, and were they scary enough?
Yeah, I think they were. I think the difference as well with with Buffy, they're not kind of ripping people's head apart or ripping their throat out. They're just like,
Yeah.
they are sort of just sucking on their neck. And that's the sort of
Dude, his head.
romanticized version of that. But they
Oh, his
just
head,
get
yeah.
into his head,
Yeah.
didn't they? He just straight into
Yeah.
it. And it was
That's right.
very primal and vicious. It was definitely, there was no sexual thing there. They were just eating them. That was just it. You're
Yeah.
getting eaten. That's it. We're starving. We're going to eat you. And with them in the tree as well, in their sort of their levers and their punk style hair, they just look like predators in that tree, don't they? Like vultures about to swoop. And I think and I think the clothing really helped because back then motorbikes and were all the rage, and I lost my ear, please. And leather and rock and punk rock and metal, and I think that really does add to them being monstrously violent as well, because they always think people are, but they're the nicest people, metalheads. They're really lovely. So
Yeah.
100%. I love the way that they moved as well, like Kiefer Sutherland, the way he played that, and like thinking about that tree scene when they're in the tree, the way he just like he's like at one with the tree and just like swings into it. I can't explain it. I was just like, one, that's hot, and two, like it's just all done so smoothly, the way he moves, and it's just fluid. That's the word I'm looking for. All really fluid, and yeah, I thought it was so good, so good.
so good.
So talking about David then, so Kiefer Sutherland's character. So what do you think? He's such an iconic character. Like, you think of Lost Boys and you do generally think of him. So is he like the ultimate 80s vampire? Like, why do you think people are so fascinated with him, and maybe not seeing him as a villain, but kind of as this sexy vampire, like I keep saying, unless it's just me. Emma?
I think he's got a command of the screen. Every scene he's in, he's got command of it. And he's, Keitha was the heartthrob, wasn't he? I mean, the Flatliners, everything he did, everyone was like, oh, Kiefer Sutherland. But he's got such a baby face as well. And with that confidence, it's just a mismatch for me. So I think that's why people were drawn to it, because he shouldn't have that confidence, but because he's a vampire, obviously, we don't know how old he is. We've got no backstory on him or how old he is. He could be hundreds of years old. We don't know. And he's, so that's interesting to me. I think that's why people are so drawn to that character. Not his mullet, although he's the only person I've ever seen make that look good. So there's another thing.
That's
We
so
talk
true.
about
Yeah,
Emma.
what about Josh?
Oh, sorry, Josh, no, you too.
So rude.
Oh,
funny.
how about you, Josh? Why do you think he's so iconic, or people are fascinated with him?
I don't know. It's just he's got that magic touch, hasn't he? Just kind of something you can't quite put your finger on. He's like Emma was saying, he's so committed to it. You just believe he's a vampire. And there's just
Yeah.
there's so many beautiful moments, like when when he has that tear coming down from his eye.
Yeah.
In that moment, it's actually like a really horrific moment. He's crying. It's like such an odd thing.
Hmm.
He totally
Do you know
believes that
why he
he's a
was crying,
vampire. It just
Josh?
works.
Do you know why he that tear came down? Do you know
No.
the reason? His
No.
contacts were so painful that in the end, a tear came out of his eye because it was so sore, and they just left it in the movie because it looked like he was crying because he burnt his hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's amazing.
wow. I love little things like that.
And him being him
Yeah.
just kept going, even though it was an immense pain.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Love
That's
that.
movie magic, guys. That's movie
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah.
Oh, how about you, Brian? Why do you think he's so iconic?
I think, when you're thinking of 80s vampires, Josh mentioned Fright Night earlier. So I would say that would be the other one to compare to. And I feel like Chris Sarandon is hot in that movie. It's a very like erotically charged film also, but
Yeah.
he's like a suburban yuppie wearing khakis and like it's a very different like, come to my suburban house versus like Kiefer's like punk rock, like we're living in the cave, like here's a joint, like I don't know, there's a more kind of there's a bit more of an attraction to that, I think, in terms of the like eternal youth vibes.
Yeah, definitely. You all had such really good answers. Mine's just like, yeah, it's just hot.
That is
We
fair,
we just
totally
took the
fair.
long road
That's
to
all
get
I've
to
got
that
to
same
add.
answer.
That's
Keeper's a
all I've got
keeper.
to add.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll just
I
check
also feel
some
like
comments.
we all have kind of either seen or met somebody who kind of looks like that. You know, that really hot
Yeah,
guy who's just
Hmm.
really cool and self-possessed, and you just think, Jesus, what's it like to be you?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm,
like wow.
yeah.
So true, so true. I just checked some comments just quick. So Matthew said Joel Schumacher is openly gay, and this film seemed almost like the gift for gay kids coming to terms with being gay in the 80s and 90s. It certainly was to
Oh,
me. They weren't gay, but they were relatable. Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. Kirsty said the mix of the dark and the comedy, them being so bat-like with the creepy claws. Oh yeah, talking about their look. Matthew said, I wasn't... You're giving me lots of big words, Matthew. I wasn't ambivalent about their sexuality. They could have passed me around like a collection plate. Same.
funny.
Same. Also, Kirsty said Sam in the new musical is... why are we giving me all these big words to say? Canon queer, basically. Canonically queer, yeah.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, I knew they'd changed some stuff. Well, like made it more obvious.
Enhanced.
Yes, enhanced it.
They
That's
did
it.
that with Heathers as well, didn't they? Where
Yeah.
the dad
Yeah.
with the gay
Yeah.
was
Oh,
also
so good.
gay.
That's one of my favourite musicals. Like
Yeah,
favourite
so
film
good.
and favourite musicals. Heather. Sharon says I saw them as fluid with their sexuality, which is very 80s. Matthew said, yeah, I was so mesmerised by the Lost Boys that it didn't dawn on me that Sam was going to be gay until I was in my 40s. I just kind of noticed it one day after decades. Oh, wow. Kirsty said, someone said the missing posters of the Lost Boys were fan-made and not in the movie. Oh, I melded the two. Larissa said, can't believe it took till now for me to clock why the Frog Brothers were called Edgar and Allan. So obviously Edgar Allan Poe, isn't it? So good. And then obviously the mom's character, it's out of Dracula, Lucy, her name wasn't it? And is that
Yeah.
Lucy
Yeah.
out of Dracula, is it?
Probably.
I think so.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Oh, get me if I got
Yeah.
that right.
That's, yeah, good
Well
job.
done, Chelley.
No, I'm probably wrong.
No, I think you're
Steve
right.
Raychick said the young just don't believe the adults. Yeah, the young never believe adults. Kirsty said, I always used to think that Grandpa was drinking blood at the end. Yeah.
Another one.
And Matthew said that blood bottle, that was the tell. No straight American 80s guy would have accessorized their blood bottle like that with craft jewels.
Dazzled.
I was really sad when it got smashed. I was like, no,
Yeah.
pretty bottle.
Yeah.
The precious, the precious. Melena says, I'm such an introvert, I reckon I could survive just by staying home. I mean, that's good. Larissa said, I always thought the granddad was more aware than the rest of the town, so not sleepwalking through his days. Yeah, I think he was definitely more aware. Matthew said, I would survive because I'd be like Grandpa and never leave the house. The only thing that gets me off this farm is going to work at the library, and sometimes I've read that really wrong, and sometimes strip mall Chinese. I just saw strip and I got distracted.
Sometimes when I'm stripping at the library.
Oh dear. Larissa said, I'd definitely survive. I don't want people in my house. Sharon said, no, I love being home, but in the 80s I was never in and would have been swigging from the bottle. Exactly. We said apparently they didn't have the budget to show them flying, which is why you just got sweeping camera. Which Larissa said she thinks is more effective. I agree with that. That's definitely way more effective. Yeah. And Larissa said Kiefer commands the screen. The Sutherlands don't miss. Yeah, so good. Kirsty said, I literally only realised that RE Lucy this year. Oh, yeah. Lucy, yeah, it was in Dracula. Ah! Okay. I'm glad I put that together. Woohoo! So we was talking about Max earlier, because obviously the reveal is that Max is like the head of the vampires. And I really love that moment when he goes to the house and obviously he's invited in. He's going for I don't know, dinner or something, and the Frog Brothers trying to catch him out, and you see him momentarily freak out at his reflection, because, and watching it this time I realised that's because he normally can't see his reflection because the vampires can't see, so he freaked out because he actually saw it at that moment. But I thought Max was great. So, but who's the bigger threat, David or Max, in your opinion, Josh?
Probably is Max, because he just flies under the radar, doesn't he? He's like the puppet master. No one would ever suspect that this really unbelievably boring middle-aged guy would be this like all-powerful vampire. So yeah, I think definitely him.
Yeah. How about you, Brian? Do you think Max or?
Yeah, I agree, because I think the quiet puppet master is usually the one with the most power, and when he vamps out, it feels like his makeup is a little bit more intensely like, it's like, okay, this guy is a little bit more, even more vampire than his children.
Yeah, definitely. How about you, Emma?
I think for different reason. I think Max, obviously, because he's an elder and he'll be stronger and more powerful than the younger vampires, I think. But then we don't know. He's the head, so I'm assuming he's been around longer, because we really don't know. Because obviously, when you're turned at whatever age you are. He could have been turned middle-aged. But I think for me, David, he got really upset when Marco was staked. He was really pissed. Like, he was so upset. He ran after them like, how dare you? And when Max walks in and sees all his boys are pretty much slaughtered, he just sort of looks at David's face like, oh, well, carry on with my plan then. Never mind. And just carries on like, your boys are my boys, not, how dare you kill my boys? He didn't give a shit. I was like, oh my God, they're your kids. What are you doing? So, I think he's more of a threat because he's a complete psychopath.
Yeah, completely agree. And the way Ed Herman plays it, I mean, he's always great in everything, and just the way he plays it, it's so like understated that I remember being shocked by it back in the day when that reveal happened, when really, like, watching it now, I mean, it's completely obvious, but just the way he plays it, like he plays most of his roles, really understated and really controlled, and yeah, brilliant acting. And that dinner party scene, just hilarious. Like, one of my favourite scenes for sure. It's really, really good. So I wanted to just ask as well, just quick, I know we're talking about the characters a lot, but Star is kind of like caught between Michael and David throughout the film. So do you see her more as like a victim trapped by the Lost Boys, or someone who ultimately has power to choose her own destiny, her own path? Brian?
I feel like she's not the best developed female character in terms of agency. I mean, she does have the plot thread of like almost like Ripley and Newt-esque in terms of like the concern for the young. I forget the Letty. Is that her name?
Yeah,
I forget what
Gladys.
the kid's name is. Yeah. Um, but yeah, there was a little bit to me of just like not as developed a character there, more of kind of a plot device. But I'm
Yeah.
curious if other people have other thoughts.
Yeah, I feel like, I hate to say this, I just feel like she wasn't really that needed. I could have done without her. I didn't really need her in it. I feel awful saying that. I
Shelley.
know.
I I kind of agree.
Right, that's it.
Yeah.
I love her.
Emma's
How
off.
dare you?
But it's
What do you love about her, Emma?
yeah, what do you love
Well,
about
I
her?
think they did her dirty, like a lot of women in the 80s. I mean, Ellen Ripley was great, Sarah Connor was great, but they did a lot of the women dirty. And I think she was a lot stronger because she's been holding on for longer. She's been looking after a child, trying to stop him from turning. She was stronger than all of them, personally, and yet she was portrayed as this very weak victim. And I'm thinking, man, you're very, very strong. My gosh. And not just that, she didn't kill him when she was told to kill him. So although she's scared of David, scared of the repercussions, she still did the right thing and didn't kill him. Asking for help is really hard to ask for help. But I think she should have vamped out. My gosh, when she picks up that pole or stick or whatever it is at the end and goes for the main vampire, she should have got like her time to shine. She should have vamped out like the boys did, and then gone straight for him and given him a bit of a knockabout before he smacked her away. She was just batted away, like, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I would have done with her.
I could, if they'd done that, I would have been like, had a different opinion that, yeah, you know, she had her purpose, she had her reason. But yeah, she was severely underused for quite a main character, and almost like, for me, it just felt like they just put her in for, you know, just to have a female character in there. They didn't use her enough. That's probably where I'm sitting at. Could have done more.
You're right, Shelley.
I feel like she did feel like a character, like a very traditional character from a vampire story. You know, that kind of tragic, stuck kind of character who's desperately trying to like change or escape or do something with their life, but they can't for whatever reason. So she does have that sense of tragedy and sort of paralysis, I guess, to her. But it's not really her story. So yeah, she just did get lost in that.
Yeah.
I think Joel Schumacher was more interested in the guy.
I was just going to say, I don't think he cared either.
No.
Yeah.
Sadly, lots of people were in the 80s. We didn't get much representation. It was really sad for me, to be honest.
That's why I feel she was just shoehorned in a little bit, just to appease the audience, let's say, a little bit, and then just severely underused. But yeah, I loved her dress sense as well. Very like whimsical and lovely. Amazing. I loved it. And then just finally about the characters then. So the Frog Brothers, so Edgar and Alan, heroes or chaos? What are we saying? Josh?
Love them.
Yeah.
I think maybe the reason that I was a bit disappointed the first time I saw this was because I loved Buffy so much, and I loved the, you know, vampire slaying hijinks, killing the monsters, all that kind of stuff. And so I think I expected this film to be way more like that. And the Frog Brothers aren't really in it actually for that much. They're sort of like peppered throughout the first two acts, and then they really come into their own in the finale. And I think the finale was and still is my favorite part of the film, because it's just so fun and it's
Yeah.
chaotic, and it kind of fulfills that promise that I guess Buffy took and ran with. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I love them. They're great.
Yeah.
Chaotic good.
Yeah. How about you, Brian?
Yeah, I
Did you
think it's a
like them?
fun, again, that comparison to Buffy, where you have like Giles the librarian using these ancient texts to learn about vampires. I love the idea of these two kids in a comic book shop, and those are their primary sources for information. Felt
Yeah.
very of its time, because there's no
Mm.
internet, man. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Right.
so true. How about you, Emma? Chaos or comedy gold or?
All of the above. I think what Josh and Brian was saying about Buffy, yeah, makes a lot of sense. And when Buffy had come along, it was like the breath of fresh air we all needed, all us underrepresented in, things. You had lots of strong, wicked female characters, flawed men, flawed women. You had gay, straight, everybody was in. That's why we all love Buffy, because it's a representation of most of society.
Yeah.
And that's where the 80s was lacking, I think, in some respects. And that's what was so unique about Buffy. So I can understand the boys coming to that after Buffy and going, what the hell?
Yeah.
It would be very different. Especially the boys, Edgar and Alan, the way they approach slaying is completely chaotic. It's they do have a plan, but it's not a very good one. So, just go and stake them all. Yeah, that's our plan.
Trying to pass off shaved garlic as Parmesan cheese was hilarious. And they even did a close up where you can see very clearly, like, that is just shaved fresh garlic.
Surely it would be a strong smell as well.
Yeah.
You'd be able to tell.
Guys, this is going to work,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I love them. And I think I read
They're
somewhere
brilliant.
that Corey Feldman was told to go and watch some certain films for like inspiration, and one of them was like Rocky or something. So he based his the way he acted it on Sylvester Stallone a little bit.
I was
That's
wondering
what,
about his
that's great.
very
got a very deep
intentionally lowered voice. Like, what is happening here?
I know, yeah. So apparently that was the inspiration, but it did work. It did work.
I read that originally this was written more to ape the Goonies, and all the characters were like 13, 14, and the Frog Brothers were 8, so they were even younger.
Yeah.
And then when Schumacher came on, he said vampires are sexy, then everything got aged up.
Yeah.
Which kind of makes sense.
Well done.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Thank goodness for him. Thank goodness for him.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Can I give you my one fact that I found that was really
go.
Oh, yeah.
So going back to Buffy again, the actor who played Buffy's mum was Kristen Sutherland.
Right.
And she is not a part of the Sutherland clan, but when she became an actor, her name was Kristen Young, and she kept getting confused that actors with the same names. And so she liked Donald Sutherland so much that she chose to have her screen credit as Kristen Sutherland.
Oh,
that's
wow.
So that's why there is a Sutherland in Buffy. It just isn't related to any of the other Sutherlands.
Oh, wow, I didn't know
That's
that.
cool.
That's
Which
so
is weird, because
cool.
Donald Sutherland was the Watcher in the movie.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
That's so wild.
Oh, wow. That's such a good fact.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, so cool. So obviously we've mentioned how iconic the soundtrack is, and you've got that poster of Jim Morrison in the cave, who recorded the original version of People Are Strange with the Doors, and then obviously Echo and the Bunnymen did it for here. And apparently Kiefer Sutherland was reluctant to star in the film until he heard that Joel Schumacher had lined up 𝐿𝐼𝐿 and Jimmy Barnes for the soundtrack, and then he was fully on board then. So soundtrack aside, because we know that's iconic, we also have Timmy Capello's oiled up saxophone scene, which has become one of the most memorable moments in Lost Boys. And apparently he toured with Tina Turner and appeared in her One of the Living video before the film Mad Max, I think that was in, or one of the Mad Max films
Beyond
came out.
Thunderdome.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
My question is, why do you think the Saxophone Man scene, has become such a cult phenomenon? Like, you see that gif like everywhere with his little saxophone and his little oiled up body. So why have we become so obsessed with Saxophone Man, Emma?
It's the mum's fault. It's totally the mum's. It's like the Twilight mums. That's Twilight. Everyone got obsessed over because the mums were going nuts over it, and it was totally. I reckon it was the mums. My mum loves him. My auntie Caroline. They all love him. That's what it is. It's their fault.
Yeah, I like that. Brian, what do you think? Why are we obsessed with Saxophone Man?
I don't. This is pretty self-explanatory to me. It's just look at the glory of everything about what's happening there. It's just you don't see that every day, and yeah, that whole party is like. I kept thinking of that. Yeah, the meme of like kids just living in nature, no phones in sight. Like those are the days, man. Nobody's recording Saxophone Man on Instagram. They're just there.
That's so true. Living in that moment.
Do you know what I saw the other day? No one would believe you, though, you see. I saw this man on stage. It was all oiled up and muscular, playing the saxophone. No, you didn't. You didn't. You always tell lies.
You're granted.
Yeah, you're granted.
I need evidence.
Brilliant.
Oh, how about you, Josh? Why have we become obsessed?
I think it's this perfect, like, triangle where it's like, he looks like a wrestler. He plays the saxophone, so already that's a bit weird. And then it's just a really, really freaking good song, you know?
Yeah.
It's just
perfect. It is a good song.
It's bizarre. You'll never see anything like it ever again.
Trifecta.
And it's good. Like, it's sort of like against all the odds. It's really good.
It's
like there a live flame in the shot too?
Yeah, like a flame. It's like it's got everything going on, and it's like the gift that keeps on giving, because you think it's over and we're moving on, but no, he's back.
And he's having such a good time. He's loving life.
It just goes on forever. It was actually longer than what I remembered. I thought it was only like a quick clip of him, and then I'm like, oh, okay, he's back.
Yeah, Michael and Star stare at each other for a long time.
Yeah.
We can get more of the song in there.
Yeah, that's so true. I just want to know whose idea it was, like, to have him like all baby oiled up and with the saxophone, because he must have been slipping on those little things with all that baby oil. How was he even playing?
I think someone else oiled him, Chelley. He didn't oil himself.
Yeah.
Someone else oiled him, babes. He didn't oil himself.
I think David oiled him. I think David did it.
Yeah. I wasn't going to say.
Come here, saxophone man.
Oh dear, so funny.
That's brilliant.
Oh, so what? Oh God, I'm just thinking about Saxophone Man now, and I can't get him out of my head. Oh dear. So according to Alex Winter, so one of the actors, one of his favourite scenes in the film was the beach killing scene. So what is the one scene that defines the Lost Boys to you, Josh?
Oh, I'm terrible at favourites. I can't do favourites.
You gotta pick one.
I think probably the bathtub moment. I love that as an idea.
Oh yeah.
It's such a great trap. You know, they basically do like a Kevin McAllister around the house.
Yeah.
And I just love that trap where he's like, ha ha ha, garlic won't affect me. And they're like, try holy water.
So good.
They put it in like the little guns. It's just great. I love it.
Yeah.
And it becomes a skeleton. Like they really just go for it. I love it. I love all of it.
It's such a good it's a good effect what they do. Brilliant. How about you, Brian? What scene do you like the most?
I mean, that beach massacre is incredible, but I think the scene that I remember the most, or that I associate the most with it, is the Chinese food scene. Like it just became this weird iconic, like, they're just noodles, Michael. which we haven't talked about how many times they say Michael in this movie.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I think Narissa said it was something like 114 times or something.
it is
I believe
like,
it.
yeah, like 25% of the dialogue is Michael.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh,
that Chinese food scene for some reason always like stuck out. It's just a weird. It also is just, yeah. I'm like, wait, is this like a vampire glamour joke, like that he's making him see
Mm,
things that he did, but it does that power doesn't really recur, so it's kind of just a one-off little bit there. But yeah,
yeah, yeah, because it does give you that impression that
yeah,
he's making him imagine that.
yeah,
But then yeah, he
yeah.
doesn't use that again. Interesting. Emma?
Unless he did, and he was the one in the bed when the bed
yeah.
was going. Here
Whoa!
we go. Here we
Oh,
go. Sorry,
Oh
that's
my
dark.
gosh, I'm going into the crouch moments here.
I want to see.
Oh
I
my
want to see
gosh.
that cut. Director's cut. I bet.
yeah.
Funny.
Oh, how about you, Emma? What was your favourite scene?
Well, I've got two, which are the most sort of human moments that stick out for me. So when Michael and Sam are in the crowd and everybody's moshing, and but Michael's just distracted because he's seen this girl. And when you're a teenager, all of us would have had that experience that somebody, you know,
Yeah.
you're dancing and you're looking around and you just see this beautiful creature and you think, oh my God, you know. And I've never
Mm,
chased someone like that, but Michael was just like, yeah, I'm going to chase this girl and see who she is. But also the dog. So when Nanook is tied up outside, every time, it doesn't matter how many times I've watched it, I've seen this movie about 100 times, I always get a panic in my chest that the dog's going to get eaten. Like, I'm like, no,
oh,
the animals. So for me, it's always like the animal, like that's, for me, that scene is the most heart pounding because they're like, they're coming. I'm thinking, you're saving the dog. Like, please. Every time I feel stressed about it, and it's a really weird reaction. Like, I can't stand the idea of the dog getting hurt.
oh, that's so true. I think I saw Narissa put a comment earlier saying, "Oh, can we talk about the doggies?" Yeah, so
Yeah,
cute. Oh, I love
adorable. Good doggy.
that. I love the bathtub scene the same as
Yeah.
Josh, and but I really love the scene where they're hanging off the railway bridge
Yeah.
because
Of
for
course.
different reasons. One, it is a really good scene, but two, like you can just see that they're obviously standing on something and just shaking like, like but it's just a really iconic scene, especially when they did the DVD or poster release with that scene on, and yeah, I just love it. And then he goes, "Fall, Michael, just fall," or whatever he says. Oh
Yeah.
dear! And the way that Brian says Michael, you do actually sound like Kiefer Sutherland when you're
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
it.
totally.
Yeah, it's like he
Thank you.
was here.
He's with us.
He's with us. I'll just read out some comments. I know I've gone a bit over, so I'll do two more questions and then you're free.
Let go.
Look.
Chelley says, "Oh, Sharon says the ring light on your glasses makes you look like a cartoon."
I was thinking that as well.
Ooh.
Oh,
Once you see it, you can't unsee it again.
I can't unsee it now.
oh, that's funny.
Anyway,
Oh,
oh dear. There is just, I can't take them off because like, look at the state.
God.
Oh,
I'm
it's not
sorry,
too
Shay, I never noticed.
bad. Oh no, hang on.
Oh,
There we go. I'm back. Larissa said the dinner scene is so good. Yeah. Melina said about my glasses as well. Matthew said it was a shock to see Max turn up as Richard Gilmore in Gilmore Girls.
oh yeah.
Ed Herman was such a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
Kirsty says, I'd say David because he was able to entice Michael into. That's when we was talking about the Max and David thing. Oh yeah, about the doggies. This said the past couple of viewings, I've really appreciated just how great 𝐂𝐒𝐒 was in this. Yes, he's so good, so good. Such a great performance. My own brother, a goddamn vampire. Yeah.
Who's in the bar?
Yeah.
Things mobile.
Oh, what was that music? What 13-year-old listens to that? So good. So funny. It's Grandpa's tape.
Yeah, must be.
I saw Melina and Amy say, I agree about Star, Emma. So, yeah, agreeing with Emma on that one.
Yeah.
And Marissa said, wasn't until this viewing that I was like, hang on, Michael, there were some pretty pressing matters at hand. Not really the time to take time to get down.
Oh.
Yeah, there's always time. Oh, Kirsty said I totally wanted to be Star. Yeah.
Yeah.
She had like a Mariah Carey thing going on.
Yeah. Larissa said there's definitely something to say about Star holding back so as to protect the kid. A woman being loud around predators doesn't usually go so well, and then who would look after the kids basically? Yeah. Melina said the Frog Brothers were very Goonies. Matthew said I remember vampire comics. There was a vampire comic book at our library when I was growing up, and I loved it. Oh yeah. Larissa said, I always love Feldman's delivery of Christ when they're getting away. Yeah. So good. So many, like, you could talk about this film for hours. There's just so many good things about it. Matthew said the sax guy was just through the area touring. He still tours on that cameo on the Lost Boys. Oh, wow.
What?
So what, he actually really plays the saxophone? I thought he was just...
Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, I didn't know he did tours.
Wow, he's multi-talented.
Oh.
Multi-talented. Kirsty said in the graphic novel, follow-up Saxman is a vampire hunter.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Does his saxophone?
Does he kill him with the saxophone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He pulls that little wooden reed out and stakes people with it.
Yeah. Kirsty said, has anyone seen the 2 sequels? I can't remember if I've watched them. I haven't. No,
I wouldn't dare.
There's also a book called The Lost Girls, I believe, that's like a queer spin on.
Oh, yeah.
Like a gender flip
I
spin on.
remember that.
Yeah. I haven't read it.
That in the bookshop?
Matthew said, I can't pick one moment in the film, but I've always loved the montage of all the people of Santa Carla on the pier. That is a perfect snapshot of 80s punk and new wave and culture. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sharon says, oh, Sharon's got to go.
Bye,
Sharon.
So, 𝐂𝐸 later characterised his experience on the shoot as one of the greatest personal times in his life. So what do you think? We've spoken a lot about all the things we love, but what do you think makes The Lost Boys so special nearly 40 years later, Brian?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Goonie roots are clear, so it kind of does bridge that gap of like middle grade young adult horror pretty well. I mean, it landed in the squarely adult space, but I feel like it is a bit of a gateway film. So there's something to it in that regard that I think makes it pretty timeless.
Yeah, definitely. How about you, Josh?
I think it's kind of similar to what Emma said earlier. It's this idea of like the more kind of werewolf mythology or the werewolf metaphor, I suppose, that is used quite a lot about coming of age, becoming a rebel, going off with sort of like dangerous people. I just think that Michael's story, well, the relationship between Michael and Sam, I think is very relatable because, everyone's got like friends or siblings or family members who you see grow up and you kind of feel that sudden disconnect. And you're like, oh no, where have you gone? What's happening? Why have you suddenly... I've got it with my eldest nephew at the moment. He's now 14, almost 15. And he's suddenly really quiet. And I'm like, oh my God, where's my nephew gone?
Yeah.
So I think that's like a big reason stories like this still resonate, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And how about you, Emma?
I agree with Brian and Josh on both of those. And I also think it's clever because it's got 3 generations in the movie. So you've got the silent generation, you've got the old guy, the grandpa, you've got the boomers, Lucy and Matt, and then you've got the Gen X. which are the kids. And when you've got like 3 generations, any generations, millennials, Gen Z, in one thing, there's something for everyone to relate to. And now I'm relating to Lucy, when before
Yeah.
I would have related to, to Sam, and then, and then Star, and then Lucy. But now I'm like looking at the mum and what she's done and the decisions she's made, and then you've got the 3 different sides of the story intertwining. You've got the boys doing their thing over here, you've got the teenagers the older teens doing their thing over here, and you've got the older people doing their thing, and then grandpa's doing something else. I think everyone can relate to it, and that's what makes it so iconic, I guess.
Yeah, I agree, and especially coupled up with that, like as we've said, the coming of age story, with vampires, make it horror. It just makes it super relatable. And yeah, like you say, as you get older, you relate to different things. And definitely with Lucy, I was with her.
She's such a good mum. Like that moment where she sort of says to Michael, "Aren't we friends anymore? It's not judgmental."
Yeah, I love that scene.
It's so lovely.
Yeah, that is such a good scene. And she's so crushed when she's like, he doesn't want to speak to her, and that also that scene as well, because obviously she's been through a divorce and whatnot, and that scene where she's like, I want to start living again too, like, to the kids. And I'm like, oh wow, just loved her.
I feel like her casting was almost the most important casting in the film, because she kind of bridges everything. And she
true.
She's kind of quirky, but she's not like silly, Like if she'd been like a strict mom or like more of a serious mom but still delivering the same lines, you would have felt this weird tension that wasn't right for the story.
And Sam trusts her completely. I mean, Sam went to her and said, Mom, there's vampires, and she's like, oh, come on, don't start this again. She thinks it's just his wild imagination, but he did trust her enough to go to her and say, actually, Mum, this is happening.
Yeah, and her comedy timing is so good as well. Like that scene where he's like, can I sleep with you tonight? And then she's like, have you been eating pizza? You stink of garlic, and he's got like garlic all around. Corey Haim is just, it's so brilliant. Such it made such iconic roles out of everything that he did as well. So great. Kirsty said the novelisation helps you relate more to Lucy, and the new musical does too. That's interesting. So do you think for my final question then, and then you all free, I promise. So what film do you think comes closest to like capturing that feeling of the Lost Boys? Josh?
Oh, that's a really good question. I don't know, like from the 80s, maybe Monster Squad, like something like that.
I've written Monster Squad down. Yeah.
But maybe something like Ginger Snaps. I mean, that's still like 20 years old. Over 20.
No.
but maybe Ginger Snaps captures that like sibling tension and sort of that disconnect of someone getting older and obviously monstrous stuff going on. It's like werewolves rather than vampires. Maybe those.
Yeah, I like that. How about you, Brian?
I think kind of locking into what Emma was saying earlier, the multi-generational factor. This is kind of a cheat answer because it's a TV show and it's a modern show but it's set in the 80s. But Stranger Things, I feel like, has that cross-generational speculative horror
That's so true.
vibe in a big way. You could almost see this Lost Boys world expanding in a similar way, where you're tracking like adult relationships, teenagers, youngsters.
That's a good answer.
How about you, Emma?
I don't know. I mean, the obvious one is Goonies, isn't it? But I would say to take the vampire part of it, that was definitely the vampire movie of the 80s, and obviously take Buffy out of the equation. I think that embodied the 80s. Like when you watched it, it's so 80s. And I think for me, when I went to the cinema to see Blade, that just blew my mind because that was very 90s. For me, the long trench coat, the dark glasses, the girls flipping around in the rave and, dancing together like that. That was such a 90s vibe. So I think that for me, the 80s vampire movie is Lost Boys. And if you were going to compare something that embodies a generation, I think, or a decade rather, the 90s is
Yeah.
Blade for me.
Yeah,
So,
I love Blade so much.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
the Deacon
good.
Frost character very much is riffing on David as like the leader of these like
yeah,
rebellious youths. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, love
absolutely.
that one. Love that. I had Monster Squad written down, so I just
Oh,
remember watching that with my brother. We loved it. We was obsessed.
yeah.
And to be
That's getting
honest,
a new 4K edition in October.
oh, is
Mm.
it?
Yeah, similar to that
Ooh,
Lost Boys one. Yeah.
Ooh,
we
might
love
have to have a look
4K.
at that. Have to have a look at that one. And just to finish off, Matthew said that Lost Boys, it pushes every one of my Gen X buttons. It's a perfect Gen X film and artifacts. Yeah. Oh,
For
well, thanks, guys.
sure.
I know we've gone really, really over time, and I had all them technical difficulties, so I do apologise. But thank you, and thank you for celebrating Josh.
Oh,
Do go
Yay,
and
thanks.
check out.
Josh!
Congrats,
Yay,
Josh!
Josh! Woohoo!
He's
Do
named
go and check
after,
out. Oh, yeah.
he's put the vampire is called Bastian Emerson.
Bastion.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Nice.
What?
I
yeah,
like that, Emerson. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, I was like, Bastion, never ending
yeah,
story.
exactly. Yeah.
But yeah, do check out Josh's new book, and if you haven't already, do check out the back catalogue of Josh's amazing books. And thank you to Brian for being our special guest again. Always a pleasure,
Thanks,
Brian.
Brian.
Thank you
And
so much for
Yeah.
having me.
and do
So good
check
to see
out
you.
Brian's books as well, and look out for Brian's new book out next year, which I cannot wait for.
Thank you.
It cannot come soon enough.
Thank you.
And thanks to everyone in the comments as well for all your fab comments, and we'll see you again next month for something.
Bye,
We'll
Yeah.
figure it
Yeah.
out.
Bye, all.
Thanks,
guys.
guys. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
See you
Bye.
later.
Bye.